So going back a little bit more just before I get out of here with that, it's the same like, someone like appearing to think some way they shouldn't and couldn't based on photogenic materialistic reality. And I approach that from a sociological standpoint as a citizen. So what if you had this equipment and you were just like enjoying your life and happily about, you're about to account everything happily and, be this great part of the great legislation to human, photogenic materialistic reality upon humanity, as opposed to a temperament of us never being at one with this reality of a thought, right? Or just, our great liberation of not being victims of a mythical expression of a photogenic materialistic reality in any of its little brackets, being mythical expressions of mythical expression of religion or sociology when it comes to people who, like some people who have mythical expressions of character. Yeah, man, I get an attitude fast, or you got somebody who feel like someone who appears to what if you had your equipment, even on a domesticated point, from a domesticated aspect where we'd have like ordinance, man. You can't just like, this is where a real adjudication comes in. You can't just like go out there, man. You could be mandated to like an energy treatment if you're like appearing to feel like you're just going out there and you're just like trying to hurt somebody with this mythical objective, man. When we're here with more proof, with great proof that we can be healthy all the time, man, and you're steady like sneaking around trying, with this bad objective, with this mythical expression of an objective, man, to a misunderstanding, man, based on the components that we have about reality to be in harmony and be at peace as a humanity, right? So, you got misunderstandings and quote unquote mishaps. Different people maybe argue or disagree with each other and different things like that. But man, you figure that we'd be ordained to uphold ordinance where if we had proof of mythical expressions of religions, that'll prevent you from holding me to a mythical expression of a religion's practice on something like a misunderstanding, or like a shirt for a shirt and something like that, and like anything that's having you support this mythical expression of an objective towards a person's well-being, on a social level, because of a misunderstanding, be it someone was experiencing abnormal anger problems, abnormal character problems, or because of a person false emotions or false feelings of self-defense, or even of a person's mythical expression of a bad character. So, I just wanted to take that time because, a couple of fans was talking to me about different things like that. And I just wanted to tell them, just elaborate on the whole mythical expression of things, that whole anarchist look, which has the clemency of understanding that it's not the reality of how a person could think would even sit back with that kind of equipment and create anarchy on another self-deity, which it could only be. This is before you create mythical or artificial replicas and these little animal beings and try to act like it. Without them, we couldn't eat, and we don't know of anything else. This whole mythical concept of believing anything theological about life, or theoretical, or medical, or governmental, or psychological. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what's going on. Like I said, this is the great liberation. So we're here.